Hello everybody and welcome back to another Rust building video. Now today I'm going to show you two different types of pixel gaps you can put in your floor. Now this is kind of an expansion on last videos. It's the exact same method. However, this is going to show you how to do pixel gaps in the floor on both squares and triangles. So we'll start off with the triangles. It's the exact same as last video. You'll want to start off with your three square foundations like this. They can be made of twig, they'll be demolished later anyway. It doesn't matter. So you'll place down your three squares like this, and then you'll want to come to, again, like I said in the last video, about the third or fourth quarter of the square. Doesn't really matter if you're in the middle, you just need it as kind of a runway. It's kind of like a flat guidance to where you want to build. Now for the triangle pixel gap in the floor, you'll want to first get out your triangle like this, put it out far enough to where it just starts going up and down like this. You don't want it here where it's just flat on the floor and it can move further away and towards you. You want it so it's as far away as possible and to where it just goes up and down. Now when you've got it to where you want it, I like to line up the bottom of my screen with the edge of the foundation that I'm standing on. And so now I will hold Alt, place, go to the right, and now you'll want to place the other foundation. You can see how if I go left and right here, I'm only using A and D. If I go too far left, it'll snap into the middle. We want it on the right, we want it just before it snaps into the middle there. So we're going to do it about there, and then we're going to place another triangle off of either triangle, it doesn't matter, and we'll upgrade this to wood to see the pixel gap better. Here we haven't got a pixel gap, that's fine, it just means you've done it wrong. And there we have it, there is our pixel gap right there. Now that took me a few attempts to do, but you can obviously see that there is a pixel gap there, and there isn't one here. Then obviously you can place your half walls, place your box, and then when you're placing your floor triangles, make sure that they don't come off of each other. So place them off of their own respective half walls, and it should be fine. But there you go, there is your floor pixel gap, just like that. Now if you are struggling to get it right for this, there was a video recently by another YouTuber called Rallo, and he actually discovered the perfect way to place this guaranteed every time. So if you can't get it freehand, this is the perfect way to do it. So you'll want to expand upon your three squares like this with two half walls, and then on this half wall you'll want just a rug like that. I'm using a skin rug, it really doesn't matter what rug you use, but you'll want to again get your triangle out, hug this wall here, so hold left on it so you're absolutely definitely on that, and then hold Alt, place, go over to the left, jump over, still holding Alt and D, and then hug the same wall again, but this one with the rug. Place it, and then place again, and this will guarantee a pixel gap every single time. And this is a bit of a better pixel gap as well, and it'll work the exact same. So I'll show you guys again. Hug this wall, hold Alt, place, jump, hug this wall, place, upgrade, pixel gap. So if you can't do it freehand, you can do it this way. You'll just need a rug though to do it, which isn't too hard to get, I suppose. Next we're going to do the same thing but for squares now, if you want a pixel gap in squares. So what you'll want to do is the same method as the triangles, however you'll want to crouch this time, still holding Alt. So you'll want to hold Alt, place, go over to the left, and it's a little different. You can see just a little bit, there's a difference. See the hologram shifts. I don't know if you can tell, but it shifts in a little gap where it shifts, and then after that it just disconnects. So you can see it shifts just before it disconnects. If you go too quick, you might not see it, so you'll just want it as it shifts. So here it's not shift, and then it shifts like that. Place it after it shifts, and then if we upgrade like this, you can see there's your pixel gap. They are not connected. And then if we half wall here, half wall there, place your boxes down, and then make sure your floors are on their own foundations, so the floors aren't connected to each other. What I mean by this is if you were to place it there, and then if you were to place it here, for example, it would be connected to this floor. You want it connected to that half floor there. So you can do that by just looking at the half floor. It's pretty easy. And then upgrade, and there you go. There is your pixel gap right there. Pretty easy. Now this one is much easier to get than the triangle one, I will admit. And I would say it's better than the triangle one as well. There is a pixel gap there, but it is very tiny. I'm curious to see if that'll work actually. Sometimes you can get pixel gaps that are really tiny and some that are really big. Oh wow, there you go. That is a really good one. Yeah. Also, don't forget to lock your boxes as well, or else people can just loot through the floor. But there you have it, guys. That is how you do both pixel gaps for triangle floors and full square floors. Again, I'll show you. You can also do the square things if you're having trouble with that, which I'll be surprised if you did have trouble with the square one. But if you did, you can also use the carpet just like this. Crouch, or there's a lot of buttons you have to kind of press if you're doing this with a square one, but you'll want to hold Control, Alt, place, and then D, jump over, back, place, like that. And then here you have your very, very tiny little pixel gap. I think the carpet method is really good, and it does guarantee you a much, much thinner pixel gap. Here you can see a very, very tiny pixel gap, a definition of a pixel gap right there. If you just have a look on top, there you go. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to see more builds, especially done with these pixel gaps, there is a lot you can do with these. It isn't just floor pixel gaps, you can transfer them into wall pixel gaps as well. Then please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.